Today we are focusing on the bias and the prejudice of the United States District Court, Columbia, South Carolina, by United States Magistrate Judge Paige A. Gossett. I take no pleasure in doing this, but I must do so to show you the contents of my argument. These documents are of social media platforms and other public resources that was available to me. South Carolina State University former head women's basketball coach, Coach Audra Smith, sued South Carolina State University for civil rights violations and other violations. I do not make a decision about who was right or wrong. I am a South Carolina State University graduate, and therefore I will defend the university at all times. The institution is not a perfect place, but I do know the history. This document here is the court record regarding Coach Smith suing South Carolina State University. This case was settled out of court, where Coach Smith received over $300,000 by suing South Carolina State University. Now, Judge Paige A. Gossett did not dismiss this case, as she did with my case filed in December of 2014, which was based on civil rights violation, and some of the complaints was same or similar and different, but yet I received a different outcome because I was black going against white institutionalism, and United States District Court was not going to allow a black man to sue white institutionalism because they have to uphold the standard. But it allowed a black on black to go forward because it was of national attention, and therefore it would have brought shame to South Carolina State University by having a black person sue the institution, and which it did. But I'm going to show you why Judge Paige A. Gossett is a racist in my eyesight. I do not provide all documents regarding the case filed by Coach Smith because I want to focus on the Pacific. And I want to focus on the causes of actions. This is where the violations are listed. These causes of action here are either same, similar, or slightly different regarding to the complaint that I filed in 2014 against South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce and others for denying me job opportunity of civil rights violations. Now, I did not file that complaint as a civil rights violation in 2014. I filed it as a defamation lawsuit because the United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission dismissed my complaint against South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce. And I was afraid the court was going to do the same without that order. But nevertheless, I still received an unjust ruling. But these are additional documents filed in the case of Coach Smith. And this is other documents filed in the case of Coach Smith. And this is other documents filed in the case of Coach Smith. Now, these are the documents that I filed in 2014 against South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce and others for civil rights violations. This is another document. This document here either lists potential witness to civil rights violation or either they was violators of my civil rights, with denying me employment opportunity by South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce and the state of South Carolina. Here is a list of my violations against South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce in 2014. They are either same, similar, or slightly different, but they still focus on the specifics of violations of civil rights. This next document here is also part of my complaint filed in 2014. As you can see, Coach Smith and I was asking for some of the same relief, but yet the case received different outcome by Judge Page J. Gossett. Now, Judge Page J. Gossett and United States Judge Terry L. Wooten deliberate and intentionally provided distortion in their filing by stating that I did not mention any civil rights violation in my complaint or even in the court filing. In the next video, I'm going to show you actual court filing by me that mentions civil rights violations. But this is what you do when you is of the court and you practice racism openly. To the United States Department of Justice, I have just provided you with evidence of judicial misconduct by Judge Page J. Gossett of the United States District Court, Columbia, South Carolina. I am requesting a new investigation due to improper conduct by the United States District Court, Columbia, South Carolina. And to the state of South Carolina, you refuse to say my name. I said my own name, and justice is still required.